welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo, Tyler Hero out there with Mitchell. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now here's Paolo. Driving inside. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Suggs against Mitchell. Suggs passes to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Over Adebayo. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Payne looking around. It's hauled in by Hero.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Pass to Adebayo. And he drives in, and he banks in the layup.
And the quickness of Adebayo is evident, especially when he's using it there on the drive.
They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration. 2 for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Suggs. Up top, Bane. Adebayo against Banchero. Back to Bane. Lets it go with a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hero against Bane. Shots good by Hero.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now, here's Suggs.
Miami foul. Where? First personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wagner against Adebayo.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession.
They get it again. Where? No good. The Magic trail by 6. Up top, Wagner. Covered by Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
Well, I like that assessment. First one falls for him. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Both good from the line that time. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round, but it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Now, here's Mitchell. The pass to Paolo. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync though.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Paolo. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Suggs kicks to Bane. Back to Suggs. That's it, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And it's Mitchell missing. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Suggs looking around. Oh, that's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Here's Wagner. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Heat with the lead. Powell kicks to Hero. Shoots over Wagner. Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Orlando now. Launches it. And it's Suggs missing. And Miami has possession. On the wing, Mitchell. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. It's Powell with the drive. Miami no good on that time either. Bain passes to Wagner. Mitchell against Suggs. On the wing, Bain. Shoots over Hero. Here's Carter. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Powell kicks to Adebayo. Mitchell outside. Over Suggs. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead, up 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Orlando trailing here. Black is out there with Jones. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Bitadze. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Heat on offense. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Rozier. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Wiggins against Jones. That one's in, his first shot this game. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fires away from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Rozier. Pass to Wiggins. Passes it to Jovic. 5 to shoot. Into the lane. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Jovic, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Black. Rozier defending. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Miami leading by 4. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues. and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Give a big round of applause. It's your 407 Dan Steve.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Isaac kicks to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And they'll get another chance. Jaquez outside. Over Jones. Jaquez can't hit. Orlando, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Black. Rozier defending. Black, no good. Rozier looking around. Wiggins, left side. Pass to Jovic. Here's Jaquez. Still yet to score. Here's Rozier. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Isaac lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Isaac's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop him.
Now, here's Rozier. They could use a bucket, and Jovic gets it to go.
Jovic.
And the Heat lead by 1.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Checked in. Norman Powell comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Mitchell in for Terry Rozier. Now, here's Banchero. Hasn't made one yet. 1:12 left to play in the first half. Launches a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
And here is Paolo. And the pass to Jovic. Bain against Hero. To the left side wing. Where, no good. Orlando leading. Wagner, right side. And Ware pulls it down. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And there's the feed to Ware. Count the basket. Ware's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, Wagner, Banchero. Here's Carter. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Magic lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Miami.
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Bam Adebayo is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Now here is Carter. After Tyler Hero's miss. Banchero, that's good.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
And Stan, after a few down years, the magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Desmond Bane. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Now, here's Suggs. Carter outside. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Heat trail by 5. The shot by Powell, no good. Suggs against Mitchell. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Here's Ware. A 3-pointer off the mark. Magic leading by 5. Bane passes to Wagner. Suggs in the corner. Rebound by the Heat.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Carter. And then for Miami, Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Adebayo. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Hero. Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. Outside, Bane. Banchero, and no good that time. The Heat trail by 5. Powell with it, now defended by Bane. Passes to Jaquez. They get a hand on it. Powell against Bane. There's the drive. He kicks to Banchero. They need this one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Banchero's got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Now a timeout called by Miami. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Here they come, Magic fans.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Wagner. Jones comes in for Bain. And Black's subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Davion Mitchell. Here's Jovic. The dish to Paolo. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Magic leading by 7. Here's Black. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. And finally they hit one.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Powell finds Rozier. Heat moving the ball around. Back to Powell. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by the Magic. Pitante's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jones against Wiggins. Shoots from 12. Powell pulls it in. The Heat trail by 9 to the inside. And there's Rozier on the assist by Powell.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Black. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Jovic passes to Rozier. Wiggins with it. Back to Rozier. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And now here comes Jones leading the break over Wiggins. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. 7-point differential. Rozier with the ball. Shoots over Isaac. Misses there. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Desmond Bain out there with Jalen Suggs. Then there's Black. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. That's us out there for Orlando.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Franz Wagner in for Black. Heat also with the sub. Adebayo's checked in. Now, here's Suggs. Driving to the basket. Misses from close range. The Heat trail by 5. Mitchell finds Hero. Over Bain. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Bain, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Ware. Good work defensively by Carter. Suggs against Mitchell. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside, Hero. Pass to Wiggins. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Suggs. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Orlando leading by 5. Outside, Bain. And Carter now, top of the key. Bain passes to Carter. Clock at 6. And Wagner drives in, drops in the layup for 2. And it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Mitchell kicks to Hero. Over Bain. Again, the miss by the Heat. Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
The Heat trail by 9. And here is Mitchell. Inside. Here's Ware, defended by Carter. 6 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Hero against Bain. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Personal foul.
The Heat trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this guy is a gamer. Hero embraces any chance he can to draw a foul while taking a shot.
2 shots.
That's good from Hero. And Hero drops them both. Orlando leading by 5. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Payne against Hero. Over Bain. Miami no good on that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Now, Hero and the Heat call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paolo Banchero.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Suggs. After Tyler Hero's miss. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Fires it up, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Bane against Hero. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Orlando, Desmond Bane. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Not a lot of time left in this one for the Heat. Outside, Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Suggs. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Here's Paolo. Nice defense from Wagner. Hero against Bane. Kicks it to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Miami ball. Substitution on the court.
Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Jones looking for an opening. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.